PayDroV here. Now in this video I want to go through this imagery, satellite imagery. This was about a week ago. Definitely a lot of structure being seen in the sky, in the clouds, the covering, and that being a disguise for stuff that's happening that we cannot see. And then we have all this air quality coming in.
Well, this smoke has led to a warning from health officials to stay indoors and limit activities. And still, New York's a city always on the move.
This speaks to the visibility challenge out here, but really, this is a health challenge. It is surreal and it is dangerous around the city right now.
We caught up with building manager Herbert Velez along a smoggy stretch of Broadway up in Washington Heights. You could barely catch a glimpse of the bigger buildings as we aimed our camera downtown.
A lot of subliminal messaging as well, because we saw the promoting of this game called Diablo meaning devil, and we seen the billboards in New York and it said "Welcome to Hell, New York," and it showed the date. We seen that and people were noticing, like, what? It's much more than just the physical aspect. I believe this goes deeper into the spiritual meaning, and they need to pray for discernment because a lot of people are not seeing what is truly going on. Okay, we also see subliminal messaging with these new movies coming out. Transformers, Rise of the Beast. There's a lot of subliminal programming there. We also see Captain America movie called Brave New World, and that is New World Order. So this whole New World aspect.
Nothing's impossible, especially when it comes to the universe. And we know that life, we only have Earth to look at, but life likes to form where there's water. And we know that liquid water has to form at a certain radius to each star. If we gave them names, I would love to give them all great, Greek or Roman god names, but unfortunately we would run out very quickly. So we can make up a name if you would like.
Earth Junior?
Yeah, I like it, Junior.
There's a lot of talks about AI.
OpenAI CEO Sam Altman cautioned Congress about the threat of artificial intelligence just 2 weeks ago. Now, he is one of 350 industry leaders to issue an even more dire warning, saying that if AI is left unchecked, it poses a, quote, risk of extinction. And to be clear, he is talking about human extinction, our extinction.
I'm starting to see a lot of AI-generated movies, cartoons like SpongeBob, music videos. All this stuff is being programmed, but it is also being programmed by humans. And then you got the demonic entities utilizing it, and then what's going to happen from there?
So many reports of shadow encounters are associated with pulsating energy, glowing eyes, and electronic disturbances that researchers wonder if some shadow entities might actually be misunderstood technology.
It's often discussed that powerful alien technology can influence human electronics and technology.
So like I said, in the satellite imagery, I was seeing a lot of stuff. Maybe the imagination is really big, but if I had to choose between knowledge and imagination, I would choose imagination because knowledge is limited and there are things that we still do not understand in this world, because that's why science was made, to try to explain the paranormal. Then they start mixing science with magic, and then they come up with quantum physics. So you got a lot of things that's happening on the unholy side. Now, I will show you guys some screenshots and video, and I will just play some music in the background while you guys can see it for yourselves. You can see a illuminated, almost like a triangle opening up, and to me kind of look like a portal. Maybe you can see some stuff coming out of it, coming straight down, and when it goes left, you can see it materialize and going straight to New York. And then you have all this air quality. It almost looks like an apocalypse. And that's what they were saying too. They were putting headlines that this looks like an apocalypse.
I know, the smoke plume keeps coming and going, and we can actually see maybe a little bit more of the sky behind now. We're looking at Jersey City here across the water, and everybody on my staff here and people walking by continue to say, just like you guys mentioned earlier, that it looks really apocalyptic.
So there's a lot of things happening, folks, and people really need to be prepared spiritually, okay? Because we're not going to be able to see everything, and we cannot trust our eyes when we do see things, because we have to walk that faith and use discernment. Directed prayer can break those barriers, because they use cloaking spells and hide themselves and hide things, and sometimes they put things in front of us because it is all a trick. So we need to be able to withstand all these attacks. Now, no doubt, I believe this is gonna be heading into biblical proportions. People might not even believe that aspect, and that's fine, but even so, the ones who think they're running the show, they're going by their own divine plan, whether you believe in some kind of spiritual realm or aspect of these fulfillments. But I believe God is in control, and some things will be allowed, and some of us will be tested in our faith and everything to come.
The population is 8 billion. Today, wild plants and animals are running out of places to live. The scientists say the Earth is suffering a crisis of mass extinction on a scale unseen since the dinosaurs.
This life, I believe, is also a test, a second chance. So people really need to wake up and see what's going on.
I ain't never seen them in the sky in my life. Look how bright the sky is, though. Am I tripping? If I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping. But what is that?
So like I said, there's a lot of things I saw within the satellite imagery, especially with this air quality. I don't believe it's just a coincidence. I don't believe things just happen. I believe they happen for a reason, whether it's good, bad, small, or big.
The city is urging everyone to limit their time outdoors, suggesting if you must, wear a high-quality mask. Anyone with an underlying health condition, plus the very young and the very old, should stay inside. Run the air for filtration to avoid breathing in those small particles that could wreak havoc on the body.
Those folks may experience extreme shortness of breath, could be associated with chest pain, sharp chest pains, lightheadedness, dizziness, all as a function of the inability to get oxygen out from the air and deliver it to the vital organs.
We are in the midst of a serious situation, and we don't want to put the health of any of our kids in jeopardy.
So I don't really want to make this video too long, but yeah, there's a lot of things happening. All these headlines are coming up. This one says blue UFO spotted on body cam after people reported seeing 10-foot aliens. More of this blue beam project and the projection and manifestation of things to come.
Just a family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Brett, Denise, sources telling the News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
So right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear? They're taking this call seriously. That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
Okay, what's going on over there?
Okay, lady. Me, my dad, and my brother, we're working on a truck in our backyard. And we have a big lot outside, right? Correct?
Okay.
We were working, and we just see in a corner of our eye something fall down from the sky, and it was with light. And when it hit down, it was like a big impact, and we felt it. We felt like an energy, and then we hear like a lot of footsteps near us, and then we have a big equipment, and we see, and there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one beside it, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky? Yeah. We got a call, and one of my partners actually said that they saw it too. So, if you happen to see any, like, I'm not BSing you. If you see any,
footage?
No, like if you see any, like, little, well, not little in this case. They're claiming 8 to 9 foot tall green beings that were in their backyard. Sounds crazy, but you never know. These are your neighbors, your fine neighbors over here. But again, I would normally discount it as probably not real.
Neighbors right here?
Yes. I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further. So if you guys see anything, especially in your backyard, please call 911. We'll come over, okay? And we're hoping that it's maybe just some kids pranking or doing something stupid. They said they saw something fall from the sky. They checked their backyard and they saw something with like 8 to 9 feet, no clothes, green-colored men, not human, with like the eyes were glowing, and they did not. It was not a human being. So, yeah.
Of course, that with all the stuff going on with the weather, we see all these volcanoes from the Philippines, evacuations. There's talks of El Nino, all these weather patterns coming. We see Elon Musk and Neuralink, and the FDA has approval to put chips in human brains. All this stuff is coming out, folks, and it's just all aligned to even biblical prophecy being fulfilled.
Elon Musk's brain implant company called Neuralink says it's gotten permission from U.S. regulators to begin testing its device in people. Musk envisions brain implants could cure a range of conditions, including obesity, autism, depression, and schizophrenia. The device is about the size of a large coin and is designed to be implanted in the skull with ultra-thin wires going directly into the brain. Musk has said the first applications in people would be an attempt to restore vision.
They're talking about this mass extinction event, and they're saying you can't see it clearly yet, but it's going to be bad. There have been a lot of talks about this extinction event. We see the Hawaii volcano eruption as well. We see the Indonesia volcano erupt. There's so much things stacking up. I'm just going through it quickly. There's more things happening and more things that we cannot see, so people just need to be aware and always use discernment, have faith, because we are supposed to not get caught up in the world or be of the world. All these things happening must happen at some point, but a lot of it is done by design. We should always know that God is in control. We should always know that God is in control. So we see a lot of severe flash flooding in Texas. It almost seems like Texas and Florida are really targeted and hit. Those two states had a lot of problems with these agendas and kind of getting in the way here and there. I do feel in a way they are targeted, and we see all the things with abortion, the LGBT communities, all these fights at the schools, a lot of chaos, We see all the damaging winds, the hail. It's all coming, folks. I just wanted to highlight that, let you guys know what's going on. You guys let me know what you think about this. And with that being said, have faith, remain vigilant, and God bless you all.